Okay, y'all. So the dogs are going crazy now. That's interesting. Literally, like y'all hear Oreo, but like literally, there's a dog outside barking too. So, but anyway, I'm making this video. First of all, I hope y'all are doing well. Wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, I hope you're doing well. I just want to make a quick video because I, for one, have been experiencing this sinus pressure and also in my throat. Now it's not like it's all upper, right? It's not chest, right? So it's throat and head. What that is upper chakra activation. Okay. Baby, if you're sick and you want to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. Okay. All I'm saying is, for me, the energy that I'm reading based on my own body and what I am sensing that is happening collectively, right, is there is an activation on this new moon in Capricorn. There is a union between heaven and earth, if you may. Okay. So what is happening is that we are clearing, right, the upper chakras to allow for higher vibrational frequencies to actually come into the body, to actually, what's the word? I'm hearing embed, but that's not that. You know what I mean? To integrate into the body, to integrate into the DNA, right? And as I say that, the sun is getting brighter. So what is happening is that it's a higher level DNA activation that is allowing for both of these worlds to be able to come together and to materialize. Because Capricorn is an earth sign, right? Capricorn is also governed and ruled by the planet Saturn. So, okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, right? So what is happening is we are integrating, like I said, these higher energies, but also shedding karmic energies, because Saturn also is the Lord, as they say, the Lord of karma, right? So we're shedding, and like, I don't know about y'all, but like the other day, I just had this whole like crying spell, and I'm not generally, at least I haven't been since I shed my good girl image. I haven't been, overly emotional, but the other day, like I was just, there was so much going on, with all this, just, oh my God, y'all. I wrote it in my book, the Chapter 13 plan, that's available on my website at www.thetishahillman.com. But anyway, at some point, it became very like overwhelming. And so I just had to release. And the way that I had to release was by crying. But I also recognize that what that is literally shedding the old programming. And that old programming is to include old emotions, outdated emotions, patriarchal systems of debt slavery, systems of capitalism, all of these things that have, they're programs that have embedded themselves into our nervous system and intertwined with our nervous system in order to keep us in this place of, feeling like you cannot, you're bound, right? Because that is how the Saturnian energy works, because these beings have used the energy of Saturn, the energy of time, right? This is why a lot of people have felt like time has been off lately, that they've been, going through time loops and all of these things, because what happens is these beings who know how to use this energy, they use it to manipulate time. And what they do is they use it through narratives, right? Through law, quite frankly. That would be the planet, that would be Jupiter and Saturn working together. So working together to bind people into these narratives and cycles of time, so that you use these words that are spells in order to keep people in these loops. Then you do things on the external to get people to give their emotional energy to it, thereby feeding it and keeping it going. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why those who have kind of stepped outside of that can really see, and it seems like something is happening with time, because it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, you are literally on another time. You are literally in another time, right? So that is a reality, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your reality. Not to say that it's less real, is to say that that's not the reality that you've chosen to exist in. Does that make sense? So what is happening is that the body being a physical vessel. Again, Saturn, we're talking about structure. We're talking about your bones. We're talking about, the very structure that keeps your body upright. You see what I'm saying? So because of that, we're literally talking about shifting the entire foundation of reality is what is happening. And with this being a new moon in Capricorn, and also with the sun in Capricorn, it's literally creating a whole new reality that you have the opportunity to bring into reality. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that what you are constructing over the next couple of days has a foundation, long-term, Capricorn, long-term, bones, right? Think about your bones. Your bones are with you, right? So whatever you can do to remineralize your bones, right? There's different herbs, and I'll post a list of these things when I post this video. There's herbs that you can use to remineralize your bones. If your bones are feeling weak, if your bones, whatever it is, you can use these herbs. Now, again, obviously you won't get it within the next 2 days because today is Saturday. You wouldn't get it in time, but you can certainly have it for when you need it. Okay. And if you have a local herb shop that is near you, you can go pick these things up. But if you need it for another, the next Capricorn moon or whatever, then you can certainly go to, consciouscreations.live and pick it up. Now, if you are working, you may have a lot of creative energy as well, because the sun is the sun deals with, the way that you present in the world, right? And so it has a lot to do with your external presentation, your ego identity, your persona, right? And so you may be experiencing a shift in your persona. Because like I said, for me, it was necessary for me to shed what was, the good girl image. I'm not saying that other people necessarily saw me as that. I'm saying in my own consciousness, that was something that I saw value in, that I ascribed to be, because it seemed like that is something that had value. And, I have a lot of Virgo placement. So, and so because of that, right, there's also that part of me also that is, I can be, kind of a perfectionist in some ways. But anyway, I digress. So whatever the image is that no longer serves who you are and who you are becoming, you want to make sure that you're using this next couple of days to ground in your new reality. Now, one of the things that, one of the affirmations that I have been working on is, I am the vessel that holds, that I am creating the vessel. I am the vessel, and I am creating the vessel that is capable of holding my new reality or holding my vision, right? And so what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to actually embody her, right? This is you saying, no, I'm her, and truly embodying her, or I'm him, right? And walking in as Himothy. You see what I'm saying? Actually walking in that energy. Because this Capricorn energy, if in doing that, especially if you're doing your workouts and using your bones and working out and all of these things, as you're doing these affirmations, these are the things that are going to literally help you to ground this into your physical body. Now, if you are having these symptoms, like I said, either in the lower part of your body, because Capricorn, like I said, deals with the bones. If you are feeling this in your bones, you want to add the color purple. If you are feeling this anywhere in your body, adding the color purple is going to be beneficial to you. Why? Because you want to reduce any inflammation that is in your body. Now, when you are connected to nature, you realize that the foods and everything that are in season for a reason. Because this is what nature produces. Because she knows, as a mother nature knows, this is what you need. This is what your body can use during these particular, sun's out, right? can use during these particular times. So elderberry syrup is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just went downstairs and took some, and I couldn't remember the name of the company, so I had to re-record this for y'all. So it's called Aya's, I think it's Aya Apothecary or Aya's Apothecary, and she goes by Aya Goddess. And it is an apple, honey, spice, elderberry syrup. It's so good, y'all. It is so good. So, and I've had it now for at least a year. So it's refrigerated, of course, but it also has alcohol in it, which is a preservative. Now, it's not a strong alcohol base, but if you do not drink alcohol, then this wouldn't be the particular one for you. But she does have others that, you may find beneficial, or just find elderberry syrup in your local, your local neighborhood apothecary or whatever. So these are some things that are going to be useful because we're clearing out the upper chakras, all of these mental programs, right? The mind, right? All of these mental programs, these programs that have governed your mental, that have governed your mind, right? And governed your money. You understand what I'm saying? So all of these programs are clearing out. And as they are clearing out, you may feel some congestion as these old programs are literally leaving your system. So in order to do that, you want to allow them to leave. So if you feel any congestion in your throat, right, honor that. Pay attention to what it is that you are feeling. Make sure that you are speaking your truth and getting this stuff up out of you. You understand? But then also you are replenishing by using blackberries and blueberries and purple fruit, right? Eggplant. What else? What else is purple, y'all? Even purple onions, right? You can put the purple onions on the bottoms of your feet and allow the energy to be, allow any toxins to be pulled out of your body. Do that tonight for the new moon. Do that tonight to pull out that energy so that your body can truly receive the higher level intelligence that wants to actually ground itself, because now it actually has the room to do that, because you've made the room to do that. So anyway, I don't want to talk too long, y'all. Even my throat isn't hurting or anything. It's just I'm feeling like I'm feeling like pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm feeling, pressure like in my face and stuff like that. So I know that it's more so than throat for me at this point. It's more so third eye and crown chakra stuff that is happening. So leave me a comment. Let me know how y'all doing. Let me know, where it is that where you from, where you find yourself, how, what's going on in your area. And how are you dealing with everything, right? How are you dealing with the all of these different frequencies and energies that you may be going through in your body. Finally, last thing. I don't know when I posted this other video, but I put together a course on nervous system regulation. And it's not just about nervous system regulation, but it really is about electing a new commander-in-chief. Let me tell you what I mean. In the body, in your brain in particularly, there is a part of your brain that is called the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex deals with the executive decision-making, right, of your internal government structure, okay? It is your internal president, right? Now, the prefrontal cortex, like any other part of your body that may be overcome by parasites, has the ability to be hijacked. That allows something else to govern your mental. That means you are no longer actually in control of your own vessel. You understand? That means something else is governing your ship. Something else is directing your intelligence. You see what I'm saying? And so I put this course together on nervous system regulation to help people to regulate their nervous system. And it also emphasizes the importance of the prefrontal cortex and the way that all of these things work together. Because in order to hold higher frequencies, that includes wealth. Because part of these things, how these systems have been operating on, is on monetary and fiat-based systems that require, they're debt-based systems. So they require you to at least mentally be perpetually in debt, because that is what it thrives on. That is what it needs, like a parasite, right? That is what it needs to survive. It needs you to believe that you are always in debt, right? And so it operates on a debt-based system to keep you cycling through that as its energy supply source, right? But once you realize and once you regulate your nervous system, this allows you to be able to clear out the false programs in your nervous system and reestablish a healthy, or how it's supposed, a coherent, right? That's the word of 2026, a coherent nervous system that allows the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system to work together versus being at war. Because when they are at war, they create conflict within you. You see what I'm saying? That makes it easier for you to be manipulated and controlled, because you are literally not in control. Do you see? So this is why I'm doing this course, because we talk so much about wanting wealth, wanting to live in abundance, wanting to live in prosperity. But in order to do that, we have to get our nervous systems accustomed and in a coherent state in order to receive, right? And here's the thing. This isn't about performance, that you have to perform in order to have the resources that you need. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to know how to handle it, right? Because sometimes what can happen, we can receive something and completely fall apart, completely collapse and spin out and all these kind of things, crash out, as they say, because you haven't actually prepared your system to receive what it is that you're asking for on any level. And so this is a part of this clearing process that we're doing, from the onions on the feet to, the fruit and, all of these things, in order to recalibrate your nervous system to that healthy state. Whereas it's not seeking external validation, but your system is confident, secure in itself. And so it's open to attract all that it naturally is, because abundance is natural, right? Abundance is natural. Abundance is your birthright, right? We live on an abundant planet. The only reason that more people do not live in abundance is because of those who choose to live and operate in greed. You understand? Who then use these things to oppress and take from other people, right? So, but you always have to remember that scarcity and abundance are the same energy, but just on a different, on a different spectrum, right? So it's lack or scarcity, and then there's greed, and then there's a whole spectrum in between. And so, you understand? So as we are bringing these principles together, this heaven and earth energy, you are literally creating a whole new reality, a whole new governance structure internally. As within, so without. So I have rambled enough, y'all, but I just wanted to make this video to, one, give you this information, and two, to encourage you wherever you are on your journey. I hope that you find yourself well. I hope that you are warm. I hope that you are in joy. And if you are not in joy in this moment, I hope that you find yourself in joy soon, that you do something to be in joy, because you deserve it. So if you are interested in the commander-in-chief, right? If you're interested in electing yourself as the commander-in-chief and recalibrating your nervous system, drop me a comment. Let me know that you're interested, and then I'll put it together, or I'll reach out and we'll figure out when's the best time and everything to do this. Because like I said, I'd like to do it on January 20th. I understand now, because today is the 17th, that may be too short of a notice for folks, and that's okay, right? We can do it. The program it's already done. It's just a matter of actually meeting with you all, and let's get to it. Now, because it is pretty lengthy, so it will take several hours. So just think about that. If you are interested, just think about that. Let me know. And if you need any herbs, herbal remedies, whatever, consciouscreations.live. We got you. But in the meantime, y'all, love yourself well. You deserve it.